The tale commences on a somber, rain-soaked day where our protagonist, Lu Hao, lay incapacitated by illness. The simple act of reaching for a glass of water proved too arduous, his weakened grip causing the cup to shatter upon contact with the side table. Frustration surged within him, manifesting as a furious fist pounding against the bed. In that moment of vulnerability, he couldn't escape the nagging thought that perhaps he had become utterly worthless. Lu Hao's world unfolded on the Xuan Continent, a realm defined by martial dominance, where strength was revered above all else. In this unforgiving land, ordinary individuals sought to ascend to the ranks of warriors. The key to their transformation lay in awakening their martial meridians, intricate channels within the human body that had the power to sense and absorb spiritual energy. The very lifeblood of Xuan Continent's martial prowess, these meridians not only transported spiritual energy to every corner of a warrior's body, but also bestowed them with extraordinary abilities, granting the power to cleave through rivers with a blade, summon wind and rain, and even challenge the heavens and the earth. Lu Hao had embarked on this arduous path, and it was only a month ago that he had achieved the awakening of 4 martial meridians, earning him the esteemed title of the new generation's top disciple in the illustrious Lu family of Tian Kui City. Yet destiny had a different plan in store. In a dramatic twist, Lu Hao found himself ensnared in a web of deceit and betrayal. His fellow disciple, Lu Xiaolin, had been concealing a dark secret, a penchant for mistreating a female clan member in the shadows. Unable to stand idly by, Lu Hao intervened to aid the hapless woman, oblivious to the fact that he was walking straight into the sinister trap orchestrated by Lu Xiaolin's grandfather, Lu Tianyan, the clan's chief. Hidden motives and envy swirled within the heart of Lu Tianyan, who harbored resentment toward Lu Hao's rapid ascent within the clan. A meticulously crafted ruse unfolded, in which they framed Lu Hao for assaulting the female disciple. Lu Xiaolin swooped in as the savior, further exacerbating Lu Hao's predicament. Matters took an even darker turn when they accused Lu Hao of conspiring against fellow clan members, leading to the ultimate blow. They completely crippled his martial meridians. The ultimate humiliation came in the form of exile from the clan, rendering Lu Hao bereft of his hard-earned status and abilities. In a world where might dictated one's worth, Lu Hao grappled with despair, unable to fathom a life marked by this devastating loss. It was during this desolate moment that he happened upon a note, a glimmer of hope in his darkest hour. The message cryptically spoke of 10 years east of the river, where the golden scales transform into a dragon at times. These enigmatic words offered a beacon of guidance and led Lu Hao to a revelation. He was not alone. The note was signed by Hua Deyi, a sole supporter who had stood by him during his precipitous fall from grace. Astonishingly, she was a disciple of the revered reversed Xuan sword sect. In her unwavering support, she made one solemn request, that Lu Hao find the strength to persevere. This cryptic note served as a lifeline, reminding him that he couldn't simply resign himself to fate. Resolute and defiant, Lu Hao's thoughts turned to action. He understood that his former clan now viewed him as an enemy, and for the sake of his own survival, he must leave Tian Kui City promptly. With determination as his guide, he ventured outside, unwilling to bow to despair. As he embarked on this uncertain path, he realized that self-defense was imperative in a world fraught with danger. Lu Hao visited a sword shop, where he hoped to acquire a weapon for protection. Unfortunately, the cost of swords far exceeded his limited means. He humbly inquired about more affordable alternatives, only to have his world unravel once more. Lu Xiaolin, accompanied by his 2 henchmen, strode into the shop, a cruel twist of fate bringing them face to face with Lu Hao. The sight of his tormentor sent shivers down Lu Hao's spine. Lu Xiaolin wasted no time, commanding his minions to capture Lu Hao and swiftly immobilize him. Bound and helpless, they dragged Lu Hao into a dim, secluded alley. With a malevolent gleam in his eye, Lu Xiaolin issued an ultimatum: kneel and apologize, or face a gruesome end. Lu Hao, his spirit unbroken, adamantly refused to bow to the false accusations, even if the very heavens were to crumble around him. Incensed by this defiance, Lu Xiaolin unleashed a violent assault. Lu Hao's heart pounded with the realization that he was no match for Lu Xiaolin, a martial artist at the second stage of ki condensation. With his current capabilities, resistance seemed futile. The world darkened as Lu Xiaolin delivered a crippling blow, a punch to Lu Hao's back that robbed him of sensation in his lower body. In the throes of despair, Lu Hao's life hung in the balance, but just as hope dwindled, An extraordinary phenomenon unfurled within him. An unmistakable dragon aura began to stir. Inexplicably, his fractured bones commenced an astounding process of self-healing. It was a revelation that echoed the words of his father, a whisper from the past that had lingered in the recesses of his memory. His father had spoken of the Lu clan's latent potential, the divine dragon bloodline. This mystical power possessed the unique ability to suppress other martial meridians, its awakening shrouded in mystery and uncertainty. The immense power of the divine dragon bloodline had the potential to elevate a warrior's strength to unparalleled heights, surpassing even the most formidable martial meridians. In that fateful moment, Lu Hao's awakening was nothing short of miraculous. The divine bloodline surged within him, manifesting as a resplendent dragon aura. As Lu Xiaolin prepared to land the finishing blow, Lu Hao deftly evaded the strike. In a swift and breathtaking counterattack, he disarmed Lu Xiaolin, brandishing the once enemy's sword as a symbol of newfound resolve. Clutching Lu Xiaolin's weapon, Lu Hao vowed to make him taste the very agony he had sought to inflict. Lu Xiaolin, his adversary, stumbled backward, and the harsh embrace of the earth met him with an unforgiving thud. Lu Hao's eyes blazed with a burning intensity, a fiery determination that set his course. His sword plunged mercilessly into Lu Xiaolin's trembling leg, unleashing a torrent of pain that coursed through his being. In the blink of an eye, a second strike descended, a powerful blow that shattered the very essence of Lu Xiaolin's cultivation, rendering him incapacitated, a mere shell of his former self. With a cold, unwavering resolve, Lu Hao leaned in, his voice dripping with vengeance. He vowed to take on Lu Xiaolin's grandfather, Lu Tianyan, the mastermind behind this wicked plot. Having delivered his declaration, Lu Hao turned and left the scene, leaving behind a tableau of shocked onlookers who bore witness to the fallen Lu Xiaolin. News of this dramatic confrontation rippled through the city like a stone cast into a still pond, and it reached the ears of Lu Xiaolin's grandfather, the formidable Lu Tianyan, a man of great influence and power. Without a moment's hesitation, Lu Tianyan rallied his loyal followers, dispatching them with an unwavering command: scour every corner of the city, intensively and relentlessly, until Lu Hao was found. And so his loyal adherents embarked on this all-consuming quest, determined to bring Lu Hao to justice. They combed through alleyways and marketplaces, delving into the city's darkest corners in pursuit of their quarry. But the days turned into nights, and despite their relentless pursuit, Lu Hao remained elusive, a phantom eluding their grasp. 3 days passed, and in the depths of a cave nestled within the lush forest, Lu Hao found refuge. The torrential rain had given way to a serene stillness, and in the solitude of the cave he meditated. A profound question weighed heavily on his mind. He had awakened the divine dragon bloodline, a heritage of power and potential shrouded in myth and legend. It was believed that those who awakened this ancient lineage possessed the ability to rejuvenate their martial meridians, channels within the body that served as conduits for spiritual energy. Moreover, they could unlock an inheritance of meridians that transcended the capabilities of ordinary individuals. Yet despite this remarkable awakening, Lu Hao had not restored a single ordinary meridian. In the stillness of the cave, he contemplated the tantalizing notion that perhaps the answer lay in the integration of his newfound power with the Lu clan's ancestral technique, the Golden Dragon 9 transformation. The legend spoke of this technique as the pinnacle of the Lu clan's cultivation, a path that led to transcending the very laws of heaven and earth. With 9 transformations, a warrior was said to attain an indestructible body of gold, an embodiment of invincibility. The Golden Dragon transformations, however, had fallen into disrepute over the years. It was a discarded technique, viewed as a relic of the past. Yet the knowledge of this arcane art persisted among the descendants of the Lu clan, and it was this knowledge that ignited a spark of curiosity in Lu Hao's mind. With a resolute spirit and a trace of trepidation, he invoked the Golden Dragon 9 transformation. The ancient technique, infused with the power of his divine dragon bloodline, began to weave its magic. The scene shifted, and a month and a half later, a new narrative began to unfold. Lu Hao had not only restored one ordinary meridian, but had surged ahead to the second stage of key condensation. The fusion of the Golden Dragon 9 transformation with his awakened divine dragon bloodline had unleashed a potency beyond his wildest imaginings. What truly set him apart, however, was the opening of an inheritance meridian, a rare and coveted treasure within the world of martial cultivation. It was said that cultivating with an inheritance meridian was as potent as having 5 ordinary meridians. In a duel of equals, a cultivator with an inheritance meridian possessed an unrivaled combat power, even eclipsing those with 5 ordinary meridians. This revelation was a testament to the newfound heights of Lu Hao's power and potential. With the restoration of the remaining 3 ordinary meridians, his cultivation speed would soon surpass that of even the most gifted martial geniuses with 8 meridians. Ordinary meridians were constrained to 8, but inheritance meridians knew no such limits. Lu Hao recognized the difficulty in opening an inheritance meridian, which required unique circumstances or rare treasures. He pondered the prospect of unlocking more in the future, considering the inevitability of the Lu clan's aging leader, who stood at the 6th stage of true Qi. The passing of their clan chief was a foregone conclusion, and the potential for inheritance meridians held a tantalizing promise. The scene then shifted to the outskirts of the city, where the verdant embrace of the forest stretched as far as the eye could see. It took the form of a fearsome adversary, a 2nd-stage mutant beast, a wolf with a menacing growl that reverberated through the woods. Lu Hao, at the 2nd stage of Qi condensation, contemplated the dire situation before him. The wolf's strength, he surmised, rivaled that of a 3rd-stage Qi condensation martial artist. The question that loomed was whether he, as a practitioner at the 2nd stage, could muster the strength and skill to confront this formidable foe. The forest bore witness to a collision of fates as both the wolf and Lu Hao charged headlong into the inevitable clash. In an awe-inspiring display of martial prowess, Lu Hao emerged victorious, a single strike proving sufficient to bring down the once ferocious beast. He stood triumphant, his demeanor a testament to his indomitable spirit, and the scars etched upon his flesh a reminder of the trials he had overcome. In the aftermath of his encounter with the Howling Moon Grey Wolf, Lu Hao couldn't help but marvel at the resilience of his physical body. The beast's ferocious strike had left behind only a few claw marks, a testament to the extraordinary strength bestowed upon him by the divine dragon bloodline. His thoughts turned to the valuable treasure concealed within fierce beasts like the Howling Moon Grey Wolf, the beast crystals. These crystals were repositories of potent spiritual energy drawn from the beasts themselves. Possessing the ability to refine and enhance one's cultivation, they were highly sought-after treasures in the world of martial practice. As Lu Hao retrieved the coveted beast crystal from the wolf's lifeless body, an elation surged through him. It was a tangible symbol of his growing strength. However, his triumphant reverie was abruptly disrupted as an unexpected voice sliced through the solitude of the forest. A name resounded through the air, and as Lu Hao turned, he was confronted by a figure from his past, none other than Lu Xiaolin. The anger etched on Lu Xiaolin's face was palpable, his eyes burning with a desire for retribution. Lu Hao, unperturbed by the sudden encounter, acknowledged Lu Xiaolin with a casual nod. He reminded his adversary that it was only a short while ago that he had left him incapacitated, humiliated, and bereft of his martial abilities. Yet Lu Xiaolin had come with a singular purpose, to exact revenge on the very man who had embarrassed him in front of their clan members. He seethed with anger as he warned Lu Hao that this time he had come prepared. The implicit message was clear: Lu Xiaolin would not let him escape with his life. In a tense exchange, Lu Xiaolin went on to reveal a startling twist in their tale. He divulged that after being rendered powerless by Lu Hao, the main clan had dispatched an expert from the Four Realms secret realm to Tiankui City. This intervention had saved him from certain demise. Intrigued by this revelation, Lu Hao pressed for the identity of this enigmatic expert. Lu Xiaolin, however, was curt in his response, dismissing the question and asserting his readiness for a final confrontation. He ordered his followers, his loyal cadre of martial artists, to surround Lu Hao with the intent to slay him. He dangled a tantalizing incentive before them, a generous reward for their loyalty. A ripple of fear coursed through the group as they hesitated. They had, after all, borne witness to Lu Hao's astonishing feat, the single-handed takedown of the formidable Howling Moon Azure Wolf. Even martial practitioners at the 4th stage of Qi condensation would struggle to best the fearsome beast. Lu Xiaolin, dismissing their apprehensions, lashed out at their uncertainty with a punch, refusing to believe that Lu Hao had vanquished the wolf. With a determined spirit, he leaped into action, charging towards Lu Hao from the edge of a precipice. The resolute palm strike, infused with the power of his martial cultivation, soared through the air, a beacon of his unwavering resolve. In response, Lu Hao harnessed his martial prowess, propelling himself forward to meet the impending clash. The convergence of their powers created a cataclysmic collision mid-air, a tempestuous explosion of energy that reverberated through the forest. Lu Xiaolin, overconfident, tells Lu Hao that he can't defeat him as his third stage palm imprint can't be surpassed with Lu Hao first stage single palm imprint. Then suddenly Dragon emerges from Lu Xiaolin palm imprint and Lu Xiaolin can't believe what he sees and gets caught in the attack. Lu Xiaolin's confidence had been misplaced and his earlier assurances of victory proved futile. He lay sprawled upon the ground, defeated, a bewildered expression clouding his features. Lu Hao, on the other hand, stood resolute, his gaze unwavering. The transformation that had taken place within him was nothing short of extraordinary. His power, bolstered by the divine dragon bloodline and the 9 transformations of the golden dragon technique, had propelled him to a level far beyond Lu Xiaolin's reach. Lu Hao didn't waste words, the glint of resolve in his eyes underscoring his intent. With a sense of finality, he informed Lu Xiaolin that he had spared him once, but this time there would be no reprieve. Lu Xiaolin pleaded for mercy, desperation in his voice, but Lu Hao's heart remained hardened. In a swift and decisive act, Lu Hao struck Lu Xiaolin with a forceful kick to the torso, extinguishing the spark of life within him. As Lu Xiaolin's life ebbed away, the grim chapter that had bound them together reached its bitter conclusion. The fallen man's subordinates, left in a state of shock and despair, dropped to their knees before Lu Hao. They implored for clemency and revealed the coercion they had faced, acknowledging their compulsion to act against him. Lu Hao, with anger, tells them that he will let them live if they tell him about the expert from the 4 realms secret realm that Lu Xiaolin talked about. After they told him everything, he tells them to get lost and they all leave immediately in the forest. Now Lu Hao stood alone, confronted with a new and perilous reality. The revelation shared by Lu Xiaolin had unveiled a shadowy conspiracy orchestrated by the main Lu clan. Their ambition was colossal. They had discovered a vast blessed land capable of accommodating 100,000 individuals. This newfound territory had served as the impetus for a large-scale campaign to bring the external branches of the Lu family in Tianqi City back under the central clan's control. Furthermore, they harbored intentions to locate Lu Hao's parents and thwart any possibility of his return to the main clan. The mention of his parents resurrected a deep-seated pain within Lu Hao. Their tragic end had occurred when they were on a mission, felled by the ferocity of fierce beasts. A shroud of suspicion veiled their deaths, casting a lingering shadow over his past. The martial world, as Lu Hao knew it, was divided into 10 major realms. These major realms included the body-tempering realm, the key condensation realm, the true key realm, and the holy martial realm. Beyond these, the martial practitioners pursued further stages known as the yellow extreme realm, the profound extreme realm, the earth extreme realm, and the heaven extreme realm. This collection of 4 was known collectively as the 4 realms secret realm. Those who descended to the 4 realms secret realm were acknowledged as the foremost experts in the empire. Despite this prestigious status, it was understood that realms even higher, such as the Return to Origin realm and the Martial God realm, existed beyond the 4 realms secret realm. These were realms of legend, as elusive as they were powerful. Yet for the present moment, the looming specter that hung over Lu Hao was the presence of an expert dispatched from the 4 realms secret realm. This formidable adversary from the upper echelons of the martial world had set their sights on Lu Hao, a target of significant importance. The weight of this newfound threat pressed upon him, a burden he could not ignore. Lu Hao, deeply troubled by the mystery surrounding his parents' death, felt compelled to embark on a thorough investigation. With determination etched across his face, he took flight through the skies, leaving the ordinary world behind. The scene shifted to Tianqi City, a place that held the grandeur of the Lu family mansion, where clan members gathered, murmuring their disdain for Lu Hao. Within the clan, he was perceived as nothing more than a worthless scion, a mere shadow of his family's past glory. Amidst the murmurs of his detractors, a young woman named Lu Xiu rose to defend her brother, Lu Hao, vehemently opposing any ill words spoken against him. Her unexpected support left Lu Hao stunned. He hadn't anticipated such unwavering loyalty from her. Many years ago, Lu Hao had resided in the main clan but had yet to awaken any martial pulse. In the eyes of others, he was nothing but a waste, a label that only Lu Xiu refused to embrace. She was the one who had stood by his side during his darkest hours when the other children taunted and tormented him. Soon, 2 other clan members, Lu Wu and Lu Zhan, joined Lu Xiu. They narrated the heartbreaking tale of how Lu Hao's father had relinquished the family's assets, offering them as a plea to Lu Songshi. His desperate request was to transfer the dragon Holy Spirit Dew into Lu Hao's body, awakening his dormant martial pulse. However, the cunning and treacherous Lu Songshi had duped them, replacing the life-altering elixir with a worthless counterfeit. Upon discovering the deceit, Lu Hao's father had confronted Lu Songshi in a fierce, life-altering battle. Yet Lu Songshi had the upper hand, thanks to his numerous allies, and Lu Hao's father had been grievously wounded. Defeated and broken, he had no choice but to depart from the main clan, ultimately leaving his son, Lu Hao, expelled from the clan. The rest of the clan members believed Lu Hao's family to be cursed and wretched, their suffering unending. Learning of this, Lu Exu could no longer suppress her anger, warning Lu Wu and Lu Zhan against speaking recklessly in her presence. She vowed to uncover the truth about Lu Hao's family and punish those who had persecuted them. Lu Wu and Lu Zhan, undeterred, revealed that Lu Songshi had dispatched individuals to hunt down Lu Hao. They believed that Lu Hao's chances of survival were slim at best. This revelation stoked the fires of anger within Lu Hao, who now suspected that Lu Songshi was the mastermind behind his parents' suffering. As a member of the main clan, Lu Songshi seemed determined to eradicate Lu Hao's family. And Lu Hao vows that he will become more powerful than the main clan leader and will make the Lu Songshi lineage pay the price for harming his family. A month and a half later, just outside Tianqi City, in the bustling martial artist market, Lu Hao wandered amidst the crowd, contemplating the impressive wolf-beast crystals. Not only did they stabilize his martial pulse, but they had also propelled his Golden Dragon 9 transformation technique to perfection in its first stage. Lu Hao had even achieved the second stage of the condensed key realm, boasting 1 inherited martial pulse and 2 common martial pulses. However, he couldn't help but wonder about the exceptional skill said to be attainable with each perfected stage of the Golden Dragon 9 transformation technique, a skill that had thus far eluded him. As he roamed the market, he stumbled upon a stall where registration for the Profound Sword Sect was taking place. The Profound Sword Sect, a major force in the eastern region, was the dream of every cultivator. Lu Hao envisioned that joining this sect would not only make him stronger, but also allow him to repay Huadi for saving his life. This group of martial artists asked Lu Hao is he looking to sign up for the Profound Sword Sect, and they asked Lu Hao to join their team as they are also signing up for it, but they need minimum of 5 people in the team, and they only need 1 more person. Lu Hao hesitates and tells them that he is only at the second stage of Condensed Key Realm, and he might slow them down. The girl tells Lu Hao not to worry about that and join their team. Lu Hao agrees to join and finds it strange that these people wouldn't mind teaming with him who is at the second stage of Condensed Key. He couldn't help but wonder about their motivations. As the group rested in the forest, 2 of his newfound companions produced rations. Lu Hao couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. It became increasingly clear to him that these individuals were not here for the same purpose as the others, a realization that set off alarm bells in his mind. Suddenly, the 2 companions transformed, succumbing to their inner rage, and attempted to murder the 3rd member of the group, who was sleeping. Lu Hao, driven by a strong sense of justice and duty, moved to intervene. However, the slumbering member displayed incredible agility, evading their attacks with ease. It was then revealed that the sleeping member was none other than the young clan leader of the Gu family. He had mastered the Ghost Shadow Step and had a hefty bounty on his head, 100,000 gold to be exact. The 2 assailants were there to claim that bounty. Lu Hao realized that he wasn't their target. Their strength, belonging to the 4th stage of the Condensed Key Realm, exceeded his own. Instead, they were after the young clan leader, who now found himself in a dire predicament.